Warmind Cell builds are one of the most effective ways to create a destructive guardian in Destiny 2, and given that a lot of Seraph and Iclos weapons were reintroduced into Beyond Light, Warmind Cell builds are easy to create and will help you out if you're going to go into that endgame PvE activity like Nightfalls, Legend or Master of Sectors, and also raids. So today I'm going to run through how to create a Warmind Cell build, what weapons are available, have a look at the mods and how to get them, plus an example build with each class. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. So Warmind Cells were originally introduced into Destiny 2 in Season 10 during Season of the Worthy, and Bungie did a pretty good job of not communicating this feature very well, but they've become a mainstay of endgame content builds in Destiny 2. And if you've been playing for a while, I'm sure you know about Warmind Cell builds, but for new and returning players, then they may be a little bit of a mystery. Warmind Cells are small orange orbs that all Warmind mods interact with. So these orbs spawn when you kill an enemy with the 7th Seraph weapons or some of the Iclos weapons too. And there are three main ways to use these orbs. You can shoot them and they explode, or you can collect them and the effects vary based on mods, or you can keep them on the ground. So the most basic ingredients to create Warmind Cells are the weapons. And let's have a look at each of the slots and see what weapons are available to create Warmind Cells. So first up, we've got the kinetic slot, and you've got the 7th Seraph Carbine, that is an auto rifle, and you've got the 7th Seraph Officer Revolver, and that is a hand cannon. In the energy slot, you've got a little bit more variety, so you've got the Iclos SMG, the Iclos Sniper, and the Iclos Shotgun. You've also got the 7th Seraph SMG, you've got the Seraph Sidearm, and you've also got the 7th Seraph CQC, which is a shotgun. And in the power slot, you've got the 7th Seraph Saw, and that one is a machine gun. So to get these weapons, they all drop from random activities now, so strikes, Crucible, Gambit, rank up at vendors, and also packages too. So what you want to do is go out and hunt for the weapons, and when they drop for you, you can generate Warmind Cells, and you'll want to have some mods to make the best use of them. Yes, you can simply shoot them and they will explode, but some mods can make them even better. And the way to use these are first to acquire them and slot them into your armour, and they cost a variety of energy points and they have to slot into the right element. So let's have a look at some of the Warmind Cell mods. This isn't going to be an exhaustive list, but these are definitely some of the best ones out there. So first of all, we've got Fireteam Medic, which is a solar one. It costs 3 energy, and by destroying a cell, it creates a healing burst. Then we've got Modular Lightning, so this one is an arc one. Again, it costs 3 energy, and collecting a cell causes a burst of chaining arc damage all around you. Then you've got Strength of Rasputin, that's another arc one. That one costs 2 energy points, and collecting a cell gives you half your melee back. Then we got Blessing of Rasputin, another arc one, costs 2 points, and collecting a cell increases the chance of a next kill with a Seraph weapon drops a Warmind Cell. Then we got Chosen of the Warmind, that is another arc one. This one costs only a single energy point, so by collecting or destroying cells, it causes a concussive blast that knocks away enemies. Then we got Power of Rasputin, so this one's a void one, it costs 4 energy, so you get bonus weapon damage to enemies near cells. We got Warmind's Protection, another void one. This costs 2 energy points and reduced damage from enemies near cells. So the next 4 are some of the most important ones in my opinion. And first of all, we got Global Reach. This one is a neutral mod and it costs 1 energy point. So Warmind cells you make have a larger explosion and affect enemies from farther away. We've got Rage of the Warmind. This one is a solar mod. It costs 5 points and you get additional solar damage from cells you destroy. We've got Wrath of Rasputin, so this one is a solar mod. It costs 1 point and solar splash damage kills have a chance to generate Warmind Cells, and that one is really useful because it can work with exotic weapons. And finally we've got Burning Cells, so this is another solar one, costs 3 points and destroying a cell causes a burst of solar energy that makes your enemies burn. So in terms of getting the mods, what you want to do is check Banshee 44 daily in the tower and it'll sell them. So if you are a new player and you haven't got any of these mods, make sure you're going back to check with Banshee daily to pick up those mods and build out your collection. If you're an existing player, you may have some of these mods already, so just check your collection. So let's have a look at some examples of Warmind Cell builds with each class. And I'm mainly going to be using a combination of the 4 most important Warmind cells in my opinion. and that's Global Reach, Rage of the Warmind, Wrath of Rasputin, and Burning Cells. So first of all, we've got the Titan build, and for the subclass I'm using Bottom Tree Sunbreaker. I'm using Phoenix Cradle as my exotic, and for the weapons I've got the 7th Seraph Carbine, Sunshot, and the 7th Seraph Saw. And for the mods I'm using Global Reach, Wrath of Rasputin, and Burning Cells. So this build is going to be mainly using Wrath of Rasputin, where solar splash damage kills have the chance to create Warmind Cells. So together with our kinetic and power weapons, they're already going to create Warmind Cells because they are the 7th Seraph weapon type. And then I'm going to be using the exotic hand cannon Sunshot for the additional solar splash damage, and that's going to have a chance to create Warmind Cells. Bottom Tree Sunbreaker and Phoenix Cradle are one of the most effective Titan builds in the game for creating sunspots, which can empower you and your teammates to cause more damage, plus the boots just make them last longer. So check out this build and let me know down in the comments what you think. Next up, for the Hunter, I'm using a Top Tree Night Stalker with Orpheus Rig as my exotic. And then for the weapons, I'm using Ace of Spades, the Icolos SMG, and then Falling Guillotine in the power slot. And a replacement for Ace of Spades could be the 7th Seraph Revolver. For the mods, I'm using Wrath of Rasputin, Global Reach, and this time Rage of the Warmind. So in terms of the gameplay, using Wrath of the Warmind allows Ace of Spades to turn into a Warmind Cell generator through the perk Firefly. And we're going to be using the Icolos SMG that was reintroduced in Season of Arrivals for the energy weapon, and that can generate Warmind Cells as well as Falling Guillotine for more damage if you come up against a boss or anything like that. So mainly going to be using our kinetic and energy weapons here for Warmind Cell generation, and then you can pick your favourite exotic armour to make up the build. So for me, Top Tree Night Stalker and Orpheus Rig is my top combination in the game on my Hunter, and pairing this combo with a Warmind Cell build causes a hell of a lot of damage. And then finally we've got the Warlock build. So for this one I'm using Middle Tree Stormcaller with Felwinter's Helm, and then the 7th Seraph Carbine, the 7th Seraph VY7, that's the SMG, and then finally in the power slot I'm using the exotic weapon Xenophage. For the mods I'm using Modular Lightning, Global Reach, Wrath of Rasputin, and then Blessing of Rasputin 2. So here I'm going to be using Modular Lightning with the Arc subclass and also Felwinter's Helm, and they pair together really nicely. Blessing of Rasputin increases the chance for the next 7th Seraph kill to drop a Warmind Cell, plus Wrath of Rasputin can turn Xenophage into a Warmind Cell generating weapon too. So this build works really nicely together. It's going to turn your Warlock into an absolute Warmind Cell tank. So you can pretty much pick and choose the class and the subclass and the armour, and the main point I wanted to get across in this video is the weapon selection and the mods. So Warmind Cells are still one of the best ways to create a powerful Guardian build in Destiny 2, even though they've been around for a few seasons now, and they are still underused and slightly hidden away from new players. Now, I'm sure many of you know about Warmind Cell builds already, and if you have any great builds, it'd be awesome if you shared them down there in the comments. Well, that is it for this guide for Warmind Cell builds in Destiny 2 Beyond Light, and as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again, I'll see you in the next video.